Right, Brian. So, talking a lot about Parisian walkways there last time. So, what I want to do today is, well, in this video, is just record a slow version of the rhythm guitar that goes underneath that first bit, that first melody there, and I'm going to sing the melody so you can play along with my singing. It's just going to give you a sort of a slower one to practice on, before you go to the real thing, because there's a bit of learning in it, obviously, but you've got it all written out there now. And so before you try this, kind of get to grips with that. Just make sure you know it and all that. But as I was saying as well, another thing I want to talk about in this video is the scale that it comes from, and what you can do with that. So first of all, I'll just play that real quick. Now this one, now remember, as we were talking about, you can do this anywhere, right? But where you do it depends on which key you're in. Okay, so you start off with the key note, right? So there's your A string. Okay, now if you're on the 12th fret, in my case, the big bird here, I think it's an albatross. I don't know. Anyway, uh, when you go up 12 notes or 12 frets from another note, you end up on the same note. So if that's A, 12 frets up, that must be A as well. Okay, so that's why the 12th fret always has, two dots on it, or in this case, a bigger bird. Okay, so starting here. So as I said, I don't want to say 12th fret, 14th fret, 15th fret here, because you could just as easily do it down here and then it'd be 10th fret, 12th fret, 13th. Okay, so starting from here, up 2, then 1, same again, just up 2, up 1, then 2, same again, and then another 2. That way you end on an A and you start with an A. All right, so that's the scale. Now, very important, going up and down. And again. Okay, because you need to be able to do this in a way that doesn't involve thinking about it. You need to have done it, gone over and back on it enough times so that you just know it straight off. Okay, so that's it. So we'll get back to that in a second. So for now, I just want to do that little recording of the rhythm track. Okay, so and I'll put a little timestamp down here so you can just skip to this if you want to practice with it. Okay, so a little bit slower and yeah, about that. So. Oh God. There we go. All right. So so yeah, and then you can just kind of skip back and do it again and again. But just first get to grips with it. Get familiar with it. Use the notes first, and then you can use this. So as well as that, right? So we were kind of bringing that scale around to different parts of the fretboard. Okay, and again, just remember, it doesn't really matter for now. It doesn't matter where you put it. Put it wherever you want. But wherever you do put it, make sure you at least know what key you're in. Okay, so any easiest way to find that is, let's say you started off on the 5th fret. Okay, so that'd be, so same formula here, right? So up by 2, then 1, 2, then 1, just 2, 1, then 2, 1, then 2. Okay, so what key is that in, right? Well, when you open the A string, because remember this one starts, well, this particular version of the scale starts on the A string, okay? So if that open A string is an A note, which it obviously is, then first fret must be A sharp. So remember, A to G, the notes go A to G with a sharp version of each letter between one letter and the next, except for B and E, right? So it goes A sharp, B, no B sharp, so straight to C, C sharp, D. So that's the D minor, D natural minor scale right there, okay? Okay. Then if we move up again, D, D sharp, E, E natural minor scale. And remember, E is another one of the exceptions, so one up, it's not E sharp, it's F minor. All right? So that's it. So what I want you to do is just play that scale to death. Okay, it's a really useful one, and obviously that's where they got Parisian Walkways, or at least most of it anyway. So and just remember, just for now, to come up here, because I mean this and this, they're the same notes, so it doesn't matter all that much, but it's important to kind of get used to the scale and just finding your way around scales rather than just sort of following your nose around the fretboard, because that's, you know, you're always going to be able to do more when you know exactly where you are in the scale. Okay, so the more you practice that, better it'll get. And remember, down, up pick, and none of this business. Okay, so down, up, down, up, down, up. Doesn't have to be down, up, down, up, down, up all the time. Just make sure you're not giving yourself extra work by always having to go down on the string. That's the main thing with that. Okay, and remember, one more thing is you've got on the Parisian Walkways there. Obviously, you've got bends, slides. So you've got bends, pull offs, and then slides. And another one that's not in there is hammer-ons. All right. So like what we were doing um, on Tuesday was we were just we did the scale a couple of times and then we just kind of wandered about on it, right? Okay, nice stuff like that. It doesn't have to be. You don't have to be flying around. Although we will get to some flying around as well. We're just not there yet. Okay. So yeah, for now, wander about the scale and use hammer-on, slides, bends, pull-offs. Okay, and just do whatever you want with it. And you'll do certain sometimes. You'll come across. You're flying along. And that'll happen. But when you do that, when you hit a sort of a wrong note, wrong is not the right word, I suppose, but you know what I mean. You know it straight away. You know what I mean. So just don't be afraid to make mistakes. You'll learn from them. So, all right, that's enough. I'll see you next time.